Hello and welcome to the 17th season of Titus Pétange. We are straight on the transfer screen. The record-breaking deal not only for a Luxembourg club but for a Canadian player. Martin Beardmore has made the move finally. The admiration for Titus Pétange was far too great, and we stuck £32 million on the player. He is 23. He's come at an age where he has to start developing quickly to reach that 4.5-star, essentially guaranteed potential. So he's going to be one hell of a player, slightly injury prone. That is the worry. That is the worry. Can play up front already, but maybe we turn him into a right-hand-sided player, and you might be thinking, well, Paradiso plays there. Paradiso is fairly strong on the left foot, so we could also put Paradiso on the left. More options, more the merrier. I'll take it. Frank Berkgaard is a 5-star, full potential centre-back from Denmark. Nice little pickup. So, obviously, Beardmore, 32 million, a hell of a lot of money. Biggest amount that any Luxembourg club has ever done. Frank Berkgaard, 6.5 million from Bromby. Deportivo Guadalajara gave us Diego Neto. 5.25 million, but his potential's absolutely trash, which is a shame because his wheel for an 18-year-old doesn't actually look too bad at all. And then we got Hector Camacho, who's a 4-star Colombian forward. So the total there is 45 million. Outwards, only 11.75 million. So we had a lot of money to play with. I think there was some kind of installment package, unless I've sold some clauses. I can't really remember. What I have wrote down from this summer is that 4,751 shirts have sold. We are expanding the stadium to 16.9k seats, which makes no sense why they built something with only the expansion capacity of 22k. Makes no sense. That's £7 million cost. Kind of backed me up on we needed more seats. And we spent 2.5 million on improving the training facilities. They've aged a little bit. They've gone from 5 stars to 4.5, so we've improved and upgraded. So a lot of money splashed out. What we've had financially, we're at £38.9 million. So we're very, very stable indeed. These highlighted players are all out on loan at the moment. Giulio Alberti has gone on a free to Defensor Sporting. 54k for Paulo Escobedo. I thought we could have got more. The teams are being stingy, and for the most part, it's the players that kind of are sticking in the under 23s, not really making any kind of difference to the main team. Good money there for Manuel Arredondo, though, 1.6 million, and the only player of significant note and significant quality, Miguel Delgado, goes to Porto for £10 million, and I'm sure 40% of next sale. He wasn't our first choice centre-back. He was nowhere near our first choice centre-back, so it was a nice, cool 10 million to have. And that is the transfers. Let's go to the squad. And we are still running quite the small squad size. Small squad size, but high in quality. Look at these boys. So we might have made a decision on Shin Young-ho. Brought in Rob Brain to become a first-team striker, essentially. Shin will have to drop to the bench because he just can't finish. It is what it is. Loads of upticks. Kevin O'Halloran is amazing. And then back to Ofori. And if we go to the under-23s, the sidebar is a mess. Excuse me. Sought out by potential. Makovec has got a slight injury at the moment. Broken toe, but he's fine. He's fine. Balkaya as well has the maximum potential. Looking good. 2 really good loan spells for him so far. And then a sea of players that probably won't make it. These lads could potentially Bernardi, Jose Rivas, and whatever, Triff. Could make it. Could Baron make it? I mean, he's got a nice wheel. Right then. Competitions. Let's fill you in on what's happening. Titus Pétange, 13 played, 39 points at the moment with 13-1 at Zeller. On our tails a little bit. Game played more, but they have lost, and that was to us high. In the Champions League, we do have an outside chance of getting through the knockouts, but we've got into this situation. It's a shame because we looked better than Chelsea in the home match. We have to play them away now, and we drew against them at home, so you'd expect Chelsea to beat us away. Benfica are the best side in this league, and it looks like we're just about to come up short because obviously we'll have to face Benfica. Might be at home that game, but it doesn't matter. If Chelsea win us today, or even draw with the goal difference, they're against Sparta Prague, they'll win that one. We don't know if we're going to beat Benfica. So, yeah, I think it's a must-win game at Stamford Bridge, which is not very easy at all. But we are there. We are there, hunting around the knockout stages. I wish this season was the one where we could get into the knockouts, but I think it's just been unlucky more than anything else. So 24th November 2037, I want to show you the tactics, because we had this tactic, which was, I mean, it's just brilliant, and it's a little bit overpowered, but I took from a different tactic, which was a 4-2-3-1, made it my own, changed the, rolls around and that. But I was like, I'm good enough to make my own tactics. So I've brought two to the table here, Cape Fear and Blue Drift. And they are different to what I normally run because they are asymmetrical, which I don't usually do. But I am really, really confident in my own abilities at this moment in time. So let's just see what we can squeeze out of the performance of the players with these two tactics. I'm trying to keep the roles the same as much as I possibly can, but I know that this particular one, let's swap these two around because we need the Metzola. We need the Metzola on this side, and then it was the Roman playmaker on this side. Keeping the roles similar, but to a point. We're going to test out Regista especially as a holding midfield spot, just to try and see. It probably was Suchan. Balic? They're really thinking Balic could do that. I don't know about that one, Chief. Yeah, just trying different roles out, seeing how interesting they are. In this particular tactic, Cape Fear, we got this left-hand-sided complete forward on support, being told to just stay out wide a little bit. Both tactics have counter press, I think, because that is an overpowered call, and both of them also with an overpowered call of making sure that the opposition is forced wide in defence. Right. This is a custom. This is based off of Tiki Taka. It's based off of Glimmer of Osaka, the old tactic that we have scrapped. Well, saved up, but scrapped in the 3 slots. So this is a Tiki Taka, and this one is wing play. All right. Interested to see what they can both do. This one in particular got the fullbacks on attack. I don't know. We will see if I'm onto something for either of them. For this particular game, I think we're going to go for this. Really bunch everybody up in that midfield. Let's do it. So my naming convention, just listen to a song. I shuffle my entire library, and whichever song title sounds good, it becomes the title of the tactic. So that's Cape Fear, and that is Blue Drift. That's a White Lies song. I can't remember for the life of me what the Cape Fear song is, but there you go. Let's do it. It's very, very similar team to what we had last season. Acid test for the tactic. Wanted to bring not just something spicy, but something interesting to the table. It's the same 4-2-4. I always play the same 4-2-4. Well, we'll see now. We'll see. And this will be all my own work. We've just ripped Glimmer of Osaka apart and just started from scratch on this one. And then Blue Drift, I just started from scratch, like completely from scratch. Paradiso. Now then. So have we actually got Balic as a holding midfielder kind of situation? A regista? Because that is hilarious if that's the case. He bloody is as well. That's very funny. But I tell you what, we're connecting well. God, you don't know how happy that makes me feel. I've always taken a tactic, tickled my interest, played around with it a little bit, and got some kind of winning formula out of it. So, to start from scratch and just do that. And the way we just played football there, glorious. But that's all. This is also getting the most out of the players that I've got. Renato's playing very, very offensive. Oh, and could have scored. Wow, Jesus. Look at Titus Pétange go. Go me. This also could be like that kind of new tactic shock. Because if you play a certain tactic all the time, the scouts of the opposition get set up to play against that tactic. Renato just whacking someone. Okay, match stats. 4 shots to Titus Pétange. Not a single one for Chelsea. I don't usually do anything other than central defensive centre backs, just central defenders. That's what the role is. But on one of them, I think it might be this one with a 3-men midfield. I've played a ball-playing centre-back for the first time ever. Never usually do it. And we've got a no-nonsense centre-back as well. I tell you what, that might be for the other one. That might be for Blue Drift. Yeah, man. Absolute madness. Go on, Paradiso. Fucking, and this is great. This is great. This has worked so well. How about this? Curtis Mahoney doing tactics. Have you seen the stats? Holy shit. Paradiso's running riot. Dodig. Fuck me, it's 3-0. It's 3-0. We're going to make it into the knockout rounds if this is the case. We'll have to have a big performance against Benfica, but it is at home, isn't it? Fuck, look at the stats. Have I just made a glorious tactic? Oh, Paradiso's injured. That's a stinker, innit? That's a stinker. Alright, half time, 3-0. Couldn't have gone any better for us. Apart from the Paradiso injury, which we'll hold off on. Hold our breath. Have we got a deeper understanding on that? It's just to view Andreas Paradiso's profile. We have dominated from start to finish here. They finally got a few shots on target. Can't believe Balic Regista just is flying along. What the fuck? Yeah, here we go. Rob Brain. Boom, that'll work. I'm a bit stunned. Especially the possession-wise. That's a good goal, to be fair. Looked onside. Don't know why they're holding that up. Possession-wise, we've only had to sit, 40% of the ball? We've done far more with it. Goal disallowed? Holy shit. We're gonna hold these guys. That's mental. That's mental. Alright. That is just unbelievable, isn't it? Holy shit. Paradiso injured. 3 to 4 weeks. Well, we just have to we're gonna have to like figure that one out. He's our best player by an absolute mile, but we're gonna lose him for a month-ish. Schedule. Right, okay, the Champions League game against Benfica is a few matches down the line. So if we're going to make this a double header, I think we might have to pause the recording for a second. So I will be back with you very shortly. So, Benfica, 9th of December 2037. Let's have a look at the schedule. Since we beat Chelsea, we've beat Victoria Rossport, Dudelange and Keulen in the Stade Nouveau Moulin. Literally all home games. Interesting. Going to home again. I mean, we've had 5 on the bounce home games, I think. Let's do it. Should we use this one, Blue Drift, this time around? Just checking what kind of qualities we can squeeze out of this. Got Shin Young Ho as the winger, not an attacking winger. Has to be part of the midfield here. A few light injuries on the bench. Right then, I'll keep an eye on the stats. If it's looking bad, we'll just revert to 4-2-4. I mean, it's a bit difficult to kind of judge if it's a good or bad tactic with the players that we've got and the injuries that we sustained in the on the bench. Looks like Benfica are on the attack straight away, but Ofori nicely caught. That can't be the highlight, surely. They're looking rather dangerous. That's an unbelievable goal. Fuck. Okay, I'm going back to the 4-2-4. This is such an important game for us. Yes, we're changing it up. We need to get we'll take a look. Soak in this oh my god, Marcos has missed. Marcos has missed an empty goal. Okay, Marcos misses an empty goal. League table. Titus Pétange still top. Still in the top 2. Sparta Prague at home against Chelsea. Sparta Prague need to hold on for us as much as possible. And with that, they are losing. So it's all about goal difference. It's all about goal difference here. Can we hold this goal difference or can we equalise? Right, how the fuck has that not stayed? How the fuck has that stayed out? Come on, Sparta. Hold on. Match stats are incredible for Titus Pétange, but yet we are still losing 1-0. Sparta Prague have levelled against Chelsea. The XG is ridiculous for Titus Pétange. I don't understand how we are not drawing this game at least. Espindola. Yes, that Espindola. The one that we had. He's playing for Benfica. Brain has got a slight injury. Noted. Marcos keeps on running. It's unbelievable play by Marcos on that wing. So Brain got the injury, or Halloran coming on. Sparta Prague holding on. Needs a big turnaround in goal difference. Just to make it into the knockout stages for the first time would be insane. Oh my god. It's a save by Andre Gomez. He got a hand to that. Tense. It's tense. You never know in knockout football if we get there. You never know. Look at the state of the match stats, and still it's 1-0 Benfica. Is there actually a chance to get top of the group with a win here? Because if there is, this is one of the most ridiculous games of football I've ever seen. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to pause it and look at the table in much more detail. If we pause that, so if we won, we'd be on 13. Benfica would be on 12. We would genuinely be top of the table. What a fucking joke. And Chelsea have started charging now. Look at this. 3-1 away from home against Sparta. They held out pretty nicely. Paradiso has to come on. What else have we got? Oh, Dynsia for Mill Reinders. Scoreline still 3-1 to Chelsea. Paradiso's going to take the corner kick. Oh my, yeah, all right. All right. We couldn't have given this a better go if we tried. You know what I mean? We couldn't have given this a better go if we tried. Espendola would take the time with the throw-in. We have been absolutely all over these, but we're going to lose 1-0. We're going to lose 1-0. And I'd love for them to be drawn against us in the knockout rounds, but because we're in the same group, we can't do that. Yeah, it's gonna run out. 1-0 winners, Benfica. Jesus. We absolutely smashed them. One of the most unjust losses that I've seen. XG was massive, 2.06 to 0.59. Look at the numbers. Trust the process. I mean, that is like a perfect example of trusting in process. But we did get qualified for the knockout rounds for the first ever time in our history, which is humongous, absolutely humongous. We staved off. Is staved off the right word? We pushed away Chelsea, shrugged Chelsea away to get that second qualification point. Winners of the group. Porto, I wouldn't mind Porto. Milan, I don't want Atletico Madrid. Okay, well, it's ridiculously late here. You've enjoyed 2 games from the Champions League group stage F of 37 to 38. And we're going to make it into the knockout rounds for the first time. And if we get to the latter stages, of course, we'll record that. But if we don't, which I don't think we will do, we don't have the quality just yet. If we don't get into like the semis or the final itself, then you'll watch me near the end of the season, wrapping it all up and explaining what has happened. Cool. Thank you ever so much for watching right now. Yeah. Cheers.